Good to go, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Welcome elected members, staff and those who are joining us remotely. Welcome to the special council meeting, 11th of June 2020. The purpose for the meeting is to adopt a draft annual budget and as well as agree on the public consult method throughout the meeting, as well as another item which will come up a little bit later on. So members, I'll just go through the roll call to record all those who are present. Deputy Mayor Boothby.
Here.
Councillor Angus.
Present.
De Vries.
Yep.
Havik. Havik. Councillor Havik, I can see you, but I can't hear you.
It's on mute, Bim.
I can see Councillor Havik, you're present. So I'll move on to the others. Councillor Johnston.
Present.
Barrett.
Present.
Wee Smith.
Present.
Schilling.
Here.
Miller.
Yes.
Hearn.
Present.
It's CEO Martin McCarthy.
Yeah, present, Mr. Mayor, and just Director Joe Thomas is an apology, and Minute Secretary Barossa Smith's an apology, and I'll take the minutes.
Thank you. Director of Works and Engineering, Matt Elding.
Present.
Director of Planning and Environmental Services, Gary Maverick.
Present.
Thank you. There is an apology from Councillor Troop. Would someone like to move that apology be accepted?
Yeah, I will, Bim. Mayor, I mean.
Councillor Hearn moved the apology to be accepted. Seconded.
I'll second it.
Beg your pardon?
I'll second it.
Councillor Johnston, okay. I'll just go through the roll call for those with that apology. Deputy Mayor Boothby.
Yes.
Councillor Angus.
Yes.
De Vries.
Yes.
Havik. Still having a bit of a problem with his audio, I think.
Excuse me, Mr. Mayor, I've just booked him out and pulled him back in, so I'll note he left the meeting for a minute or two.
Okay, I'll just come back to him in a moment then. Councillor Johnston.
Yes. Yes.
Councillor Wee Smith.
Yes.
Schilling.
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Hearn.
Yes.
Councillor Barrett, are you back in with us? Councillor Havik, I should say.
Yes.
Just accepting that apology. You're confirming your acceptance to that? Thank you. Members, we'll move on to the item that's listed in your agendas. And of course, that is item 2.1.1.1 to do with the draft annual budget and business plan 2020-2021, incorporating the long-term financial plan 2020-2021 to 2029 to 30. Members, is there any questions or anything for clarification?
Excuse me to interject, Mr. Mayor. Can I just highlight one particular amendment to the motion? That's as Part A, and authorise the Chief Executive Officer to make any minor typographical changes to the plan.
Thank you. Councillor De Vries.
Yeah, happy to move the recommendation, Your Worship, and if you want me to speak to it, I'm happy to do that as well.
I'll second that motion, Your Worship.
Councillor Johnston and Martin, I assumed you had just made that point, and now we can take that in its entirety. Councillor De Vries, do you want to speak to the motion?
Yeah, I'll keep it very simple for the benefit of anyone who might be listening in the gallery. This is a legislative requirement. We met last week to set what the budget was going to look like. So now we need to put it out for the community so that they can have their say. So that's the purpose of this. And we are also going to try and use as many ways of consulting with the community as possible. Given that we have restrictions with the COVID-19, the suggestions that have been put forward, I think, are sensible and practical. So that's the reason why we're doing this.
Thank you, Councillor. Councillor Johnston, do you wish to speak? You're on mute, Councillor.
Apologies. Just a brief statement to say that that a lot of what needed to be said about this motion has been said in previous meetings, but I'd just like to thank the CEO and staff for pulling this together, and it looks fantastic. And note that it's the publishing of the opportunity for people to make comment is not restricted to those in the motion. There's broader consultation than that. Thank you.
Thank you. Councillor Angus.
Thank you, Mayor. Look, a very small typo, I think, in Part B of the recommendation. On the third line, as I read it, there is a word missing. I'm not sure what the word is, but due to COVID-19 restrictions, a public meeting for budget consultation will not be held, and submissions public consultation be accepted by the following methods. Is it submissions and public consultations, or submissions of? Can anyone else see what I'm on about?
I'd suggest it's something like to the. And
Happy with
submissions
that.
to the public consultation be accepted via blah, blah, blah.
Happy with that.
Thank you, Councillor Angus, for picking that up. And I assume the mover and second, are you both happy with that?
Yeah, I mean, clunky as the language is, I'm fine with it.
Agreed, Your Worship.
Any further comments that anyone wish to make? If not, I'll put the motion. Deputy Mayor Boothby.
Yes.
Councillor Angus.
Yes.
De Vries.
Yes.
Hayvick.
Yes.
Johnston.
Yes.
Barrett. Weir Smith.
Yes.
Schilling.
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Hearn.
Yes.
The motion is carried. The next item on the agenda is item 2.2.1, and I'll just have to wait till I catch up with my pages.
$67.
This particular item is a deed of variation and offer of the extension of the Commonwealth Home Support Program Agreement. There's the recommendations there. This is to do with the Home Support Program. Is there anything further, Mr. McCarthy, you wish to add, or it's pretty well all covered in the report? Any questions from any members?
Happy to move the recommendation, Mayor.
Thank you. Moved Councillor Angus and Councillor Boothby.
Yep, happy to second, Mayor.
Thank you. Any questions? If not, I'll put the motion. All those in favour? Deputy Mayor Boothby,
Yes.
Councillor Angus,
Yes.
De Vries,
Yes.
Haybick,
Yes.
Johnston,
Yes.
Barrett,
Yes.
Wees Smith,
Yes.
Schilling,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Hearn.
Yes.
Members, that motion is carried. Members, there being no further